able to demonstrate that I got it on mine, and it'll be on the computer in the iCloud. But I want to demonstrate that this animal is not well, and it has nothing to do with what I'm doing. She's just very not well. But the problem is she has severe matting that we're gonna need to remove, and she has advanced aging and emaciation. So I'm going to get as far as I can, but I am concerned that the cat's gonna crap out on me. But I don't want to send it home without trying, so I'm gonna get as far as I can, and it's gonna be all right. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name's Amanda. I was doing mobile grooming.
Okay.
For a little bit over on the east side more.
I did see that, more Scottsdale.
Yes.
That's where I was a mobile groomer. It was fun.
Oh, okay, so you did mobile grooming. Okay.
Like 20 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Well, not really. I'm being dramatic.
I don't know if I could do it without Max.
What's it called? I mean, at least 14 years ago now, when my son was born, I was a mobile groomer. Because I took him with.
I love that.
Yeah.
That was smart.
Yeah. Well, when you're 19.
I know. I get it.
You said you were in trailers. That's different. I always did the van.
Yeah. So she had a trailer set up with trucks, so we used a generator. That honestly,
Okay.
They probably weren't the best setup trailers. She kind of built it herself.
That's all right.
So,
we have a saying. It's commercial as long as it works.
I was like,
You should
exactly,
see
that's
my
how I was.
creatively engineered laundry room.
Right. Well, this honestly, and I also worked. I don't know. Have you ever heard of the Flowshire?
Yeah.
I worked there for a little bit.
Yeah, we used to have a couple employees from there.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
really?
you might know them.
What names are they?
Miss Sonia and
no,
Miss Wendy.
No, those are both.
They're probably after. They were just there last year. Are you okay, Shelby?
I need help.
Good boy. Yeah, so I'm not actually familiar with them. There was some drama that broke out with them this year.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually how I heard about them. Yeah, because I'm in the Standard Poodle group, and there was some malarkey with some poodles there. So that's actually how I heard about them. And then I had employees working here. And I was like, hey, isn't that your former job? And so that's how I don't typically follow like other businesses and things like that.
Right.
So I don't know. I honestly don't know who's around us.
I don't know any drama that's gone. It's been 2 years since I've been there too, so I have no idea what's going on.
There's this new video clip going around from Gary Vee, and it's like so relatable to me because he's like, why the fuck would I pay attention to my competitors? I don't even know their names because how does that benefit me?
Well, it's true.
And
Why waste your time?
I don't know anything that's going on. I just mind my own business. That I have plenty of business here.
Right.
So that's how I found about them though, through the Standard Poodle. Yeah. So did you like working there? That's more like doggy daycare, isn't it?
Yes, yep. And I kind of learned a lot with socializing dogs, and that's why I love how you guys don't really cage up the dogs and stuff. It's beautiful because it's true.
Oh, I thought it was so cool.
But I enjoy working there. It's just the movement's non-existent there. So.
Are you gonna be okay?
Oh.
Seriously? Because I won't keep doing this if you're not gonna be okay. But I just want
Let me know if you need my help at all. She looks like she's struggling to breathe right now.
I know. She's like gonna die.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Poor cat. Yeah. You're a good girl. You just let me know. I'm gonna keep working, okay? We're gonna get this off.
I'm learning a lot just watching because that's one thing I definitely didn't get experience with mobile is that you just don't run into issues like this ever.
I personally hated mobile.
Really? So why?
Yeah.
Because that's all
God.
I've ever done, so I've never worked
Have
in
you
a shop.
have
so
you ever
I
had a
don't
piss in a cup?
know. Huh? Have I ever had a piss in a cup?
Yeah.
I mean, for like a...
Like when you're like in the middle of a stop.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, we had buckets.
Yeah.
So we just used like a Home Depot bucket.
Do we need more? Do we need more reasons than that? I'm a high maintenance uppity bitch, and I had to piss in a cup.
You're like, oh hell no.
And I didn't know that was a thing. I thought I was filthy and horrible, and I was mortified that I had to do it. And then I went in the group, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I accidentally left my pee cup in the tub, and I had to slurp, and it went everywhere." And I'm like,
freaks me out. I'm like, don't. We're cleaning dogs. You can't be peeing in the tub. Have you seen the ones where they're like, I just pee in the tub. They don't even use the tub.
and I'm
They
like,
stick the
and
cup
I'm
on, they
like,
just
okay.
pee in the tub.
First and foremost, I'm also very social. So being alone in that environment all day was very challenging for me. I got in a lot of trouble for, like, my clients would make me breakfast, and I'd go inside and be eating breakfast with them. Yeah, because I know a lot of old people. No, everybody loves me. But my boss didn't, because I'd be in there eating breakfast for 2 hours, not answering my phone, and she would think I was getting abducted. And I would just be like, oh no, I was just talking to Miss Brenda. She'd have to call my clients and be like, is she in there with you? Can you tell her to answer the phone? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't want to stop her. She was talking about her third husband, twice removed. So I just was like, chilling, looking at pictures and shit.
Oh, that's too funny.
Hey, dude, can you stop? Hey, I know that you're having an experience too, but I don't think you're helping my cat. I just don't. I don't think you're helping my cat. I don't. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited that I get to do this all day long. Look at the dog in the water. It's just fucked up Dog City. I don't know what's going on today. Oh well. So I did not like mobile grooming for many reasons. Mostly, well, for one, I never made money as a mobile groomer like I do as a storefront groomer. But I've been grooming 12 to 15 dogs a day since I was like 18.
Right.
So that's me. Yeah. Most people will never have that type of ability. So I see why mobile is a great opportunity. Mobile, in my opinion, is really great if you want to be self-employed and kind of like set your own schedule. You don't really like to be around other people. I think mobile's pretty great for that. And I think there's a need for everything.
Right.
That's why I have a mobile van. I don't know what to do. You need to chill, because I feel like when you calm down, the cat does okay. But when you start freaking out, my cat starts freaking out. Hey, enough is enough is enough. Come on. She's scared and she's old and she doesn't like it. Enough is enough. Good boy. Thank you. Good boy. Thank you. She's really afraid. Look at her. She's like gonna die, dude. Like, just be kind. You just have to help her. So I definitely think there's a niche. I actually think an animal like this would do much better in a mobile grooming van, because she probably wouldn't be quite as
That's what I was just gonna bring up. I'm like, that's the one thing I've
but that's what they don't want to do.
Right.
Like, the mobile groomers are such divas. It's so funny. If you're not on a 5-week schedule, I'm not doing it. If you're not on this, I'm not doing it. And I find that shit to be inspiring. But I'm like, damn, I'll take money's money, girl. So for me personally, I do better in a shop setting. I also am not a dog groomer. I'm a business owner. So there's a huge difference there.
Exactly.
In terms of where you're going, what do you want to get out of it? And so for me, when I first started, and I really learned about the business side of things, storefront grooming just seemed to make more sense at the time, because it's easier to expand in storefront.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to have 30 grand for a rig. I only need $500 for a table.
Yep. Exactly. Right.
And so really I put my money into storefront grooming. But as I've gotten more into storefront grooming, you know, I've learned more about mobile grooming. I've seen how they really control their businesses. And so I thought, well, I'd like to get in on that. And I wouldn't mind running vans and stuff. I'm really good at business management.
Yeah,
and so mobile grooming seems like it'd be a great business to manage, whereas the storefront grooming is a little more challenging. I honestly think it'd be easier to find mobile groomers, because so many of them, they just don't want to work with other people, you know?
Yep.
All you hear the questions get asked is cattiness, 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 drama, drama, drama. Cattiness, cattiness. So I think that's why people like being mobile, because, you know, they're independent. That's why I don't like being mobile. I get lonely as shit all day. I like that we have help here. So
Yeah.
all of my employees are paid hourly. Nobody makes commission.
Okay. I
So
remember you
we
telling me
all work together.
I
Now
like
we
that.
offer commission, but most people don't want to do the work to be a commission employee.
that. Right.
So they're like, oh yeah, I don't want to wash my own dogs. Fuck that. I don't want to have to clean my own shit. Fuck
Well,
that.
that's the thing that a lot of people didn't understand with grooming though too. They didn't realize that you really do have everything. Like a lot of people she's trying to hire, they're like, so do I get an assistant? She's like, no, you do it all.
And I'm like, yeah, like I have this
You don't
other
get an
lady.
assistant.
I have this other lady, and I was asking her about the grooming van, and she's like, so, are you gonna hire a driver? And I was like,
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh, a driver.
you need
Like, no,
somebody to
that's what you
drive.
are.
Like, bro, like I don't understand. And I wanted to partner with her on that. And I was like, I'll just give the van to you. We'll be business partners.
Yeah.
And so essentially, I just want to start that business. I'll financially back it. And I'm looking for somebody that wants to do the day-to-day running of it,
Right.
to partner with. And so I thought that was funny because I was like, damn, girl, I'm going to give you a whole business and you want me to run it for you? Like, geez Louise. No, it's just fearful people.
Right.
People that are fearful,
Yeah.
that let all the negativity impede them. Because, I mean, girl, if you want to pay for a driver, that's your business.
Well, then, at the end of
I
the
wouldn't
day,
want to
I'd
pay
rather
someone.
make all the money. I'm not
I was
gonna
gonna
lie.
say you're
I'm
gonna
like,
pay
let's
someone
just do it all.
$18 an hour
No,
to drive
no,
you
I would
around,
not
like,
pocket the 18 bucks.
but like I would prefer if I have a van and I'm employing the people on it, I'm gonna run 2 people in that van.
Yep.
But it's not gonna just be a driver.
Right.
It'll be somebody doing nail trims or
Exactly.
scheduling or
Yep.
social media, content creation,
Yep.
paperwork, documentation. There's a lot of stuff someone could do.
Yep.
Outside of just driving, helping with the dogs.
Yes.
So I do see a benefit of having 2 people,
Yep.
but maybe not
Well,
necessarily.
that's
my
kind of what
voice.
I was doing. So Tuesdays I was out on my own, so I did a lot of like bath and brush dogs. I could do like I kind of am a self-taught, I guess you would say. Like I can figure things out. I'm pretty good at that. Like I can pull up a YouTube video and figure it out if I have to.
Do you need to? Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. No, I know. Thank you for waiting. If you weren't doing that specific husky, I would say no. We'll just power through and get back on it. But
I just don't want to like have a heart attack. That's all.
I know. I know. Man. Got a fresh one for you.
She's looking more alert.
Hi.
Oh, that feels good, doesn't it?
So we are a teaching shop here. Everybody here, well not everybody, but most people here taught, I mean. Shelby's not. Shelby came taught. But I teach most everybody because we're very picky about our quality.
I like that.
That's
what I
something
wanna learn I'm like,
a lot
I'm
of
tired
people-
trying to teach myself, so I don't know if I'm doing it
A
right.
lot of people really don't like it, and I'm really particular. I don't fuck around. I don't play. My reputation is everything. I actually got recognized twice yesterday at 2 different stores. They were like, crazy dog lady. After Walmart, and when I was at the gym, some guy was like, hey, that's a crazy dog lady.
Oh
And
my
I was
gosh,
like,
that's awesome! I do. I love your little.
I am the crazy dog lady.
Your little logo
I
is
am.
freaking cute. As I was walking up, I'm like, I
So
love it.
I take pride in my business and I take pride in my
You
work.
should, yeah.
And because of that, we get a lot of luxuries here that other places just don't get. And so we're very particular about the people that we add on because we don't want to give up our luxuries. And we're not greedy. We're not desperate.
Right.
It's definitely, I've never been married. And I run my business just like I run my personal life,
Yeah.
I'm not desperate for anything. I'm happy all by myself.
Exactly.
So if I find people that add value to my life, by all means, but I'm not desperate. I make more than enough money, so I don't need any more money. I want people that are motivated and hardworking, people that my current employees, this is really dangerous, people that my current employees can rely on, because I don't like the fact that sometimes my good employees have to work harder to make up for shitty employees.
Yep.
That's how you lose good employees. So for us, our core values are honesty and integrity and accountability. Yikes. and reliability. And those are things that we do not compromise on. We are very kind to the animals because we are here in service of the animals. This is an animal service-based business. So we will go above and beyond to help service these animals and take care of their needs. And that's why I don't really leave much room for the needs of the people, because they're not the ones going through this severely traumatic experience.
Exactly.
And that kind of goes for everybody. We really come in here and we really leave it all on the floor. And I'm really proud of the girls that work with me. They're all great people. You'll see, we just leave our shit everywhere because everybody's super honest. So we don't worry about things like who's getting in our bags or anything. Didn't ever think of one time where it's ever happened. And if we had a question about it, we just wouldn't have people here. I do provide a lot of equipment for people. There are brushes and combs, nail trimmers, clippers, blades, clip combs, all that good stuff. I do pay to maintain all my equipment. So whatever the shop provides, I do pay to maintain. So people don't really need to come to me with a full set of equipment. I'm fine providing it.
Okay.
And I know you have what you need, and it's in good working order. Everybody has their own station.
Right.
Kind of all get our own little spot.
I like that.
We've got the bathing area pretty well covered, so that's why I like that you already know what you're doing. Because we could put you in here with me and Shelby, or we could put you in the prepping area, depending on where your skill set is. I'm not sure.
I know. Well, see, and that's it. You literally have to tell me because I don't know either. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like my skills
Now,
are kind of.
I'm also not against having you work in the shop for a couple weeks to train, and then putting you out in the van if that's what you really want.
Okay.
Because if you like mobile grooming, that's by all means,
Right,
I
like,
guess.
just go and do it.
Well, really, if it was
the thing
something.
with mobile grooming, like you said, you don't have help when you're out there, so that's
Okay.
I just want it. Like I said, I set myself for high standards
Okay.
with my work. I want it to
Yeah.
be good. I'm not gonna just send them back presentable. So that's kind of where I'm at. I just want to get to where I know what I'm doing and I'm
Yeah.
confident in it.
So-
But yeah, I mean, I honestly would go anywhere that you think that you would recommend because you're much more experienced.
Well, that's
than
what
me
I'm
in
saying.
this.
Like, we could have you come into the shop for a couple weeks,
Okay.
teach you some skills, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could even start it 1 or 2 days a week where you just go mobile,
yeah.
and
no,
then
that's
1 or
kind
2
of-
days a week where you're in the shop.
Exactly, and I could even do like that. Like I was saying, I was on my own with the trailer majority of the time, anyways. We just had 1 day training, and she was kind of.
That's a bold business owner.
What?
That's a bold business owner.
Yeah, I.
But you have to be. You have to be.
You do,
At some
yes,
point, you
I
have to
know.
be.
It's-
At
yeah.
some point, you have to step back and just let it happen. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying my hardest, and it's challenging, but
Hey,
we're
you know,
getting there.
You're doing amazing. You
Close
really
today.
are.
This lighting's like, whoa. I get distracted by. Sorry,
trying to stay
I'm a
out.
douchebag. No, that's not it. The lighting made my delts pop in my video, and I caught a glimpse of it. Yeah, I was like, oh, excuse me. Let me be distracted by myself real quick.
Hey, that's a good thing.
I'm an avid bodybuilder. I encourage people to work out.
Say,
This
I
is an
need that. I
extremely
like
physical
that.
job.
It
And the
sure
bodybuilding is what gives me the stamina and endurance to get through it. I
Absolutely.
frankly don't know how other people do it.
I honestly was shocked because a lot of the groomers that were getting hired on with the mobile grooming, a lot of them were like kind of overweight and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm out of shape. Like I need to get in
Yeah,
shape.
it's
Like I was just saying,
interesting.
I'm like, I don't know how people are doing.
You need to
this
work
with
your
an
back.
extra 100 pounds on them. Like,
You need to work your back.
yeah, like that's crazy.
Because like people cannot stand like this all day. I can stand like this all day.
Right.
It don't hurt me.
Yoga. I do yoga every morning, but I need to get on board with actually working out because I've always been.
Well, especially for women, it's really good for us because as we get older, the estrogen depletes the calcium from our bones and we get deposits in our bones that leads to osteoporosis.
Oh, that's not.
So if you work out regularly, it leads to increased bone density.
Okay.
And so you stave off osteoporosis. Women especially, it's caused by the estrogen in our bodies.
So do you work out at the gym or do you?
Yeah,
work
I'm a
out at
bodybuilder.
home? Oh, okay. So do you actually like train other people too?
No.
Or do you just, okay.
No, because that's a waste of my time. It is. It is. I've tried to be a good sport. I've tried to let people come to the gym with me.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
they
so
just
it's
waste my time.
Yeah, I
Now,
can see that.
I don't not do it, but I don't try to work out at the same time. I just fuck around basically. And then it's really funny because like I'll go in there to fuck around with people and then I'll train them and they get good at it and then they start looking at me like they're better than me and I'm like, bitch,
Oh my god.
get out of my face. But no, I don't. I am not nice at the gym. That is not where I go to socialize. I go to the gym to have an intense, stress-relieving workout.
There you go.
So I don't go there to make friends. I don't talk to anybody at my gym. We talk about that a lot, actually. The daily crazy of the gym. Because I'm not there to make friends.
Right.
And if I'm a very social person, so I can't be social or else I won't do anything but be social.
But social, yeah.
Really.
But talk.
So I have to put my bitch face on so people think I'm mean. Or else
So
I'll
they
go
don't
in there and
come
talk.
to approach you.
Yeah, I'll go in there and talk all day. So, yeah. But everybody that we have here is really great. Tatiana, that tall lady broad over there.
Yes.
She just started. She's running our bathing area. She's doing a real good job, I tell you what. She's got a nice, real chill personality. She's real quiet. But like in tuned, Heather's the same way. Like they're real quiet over there.
Yeah.
You gotta check in with them all the time because it's like, are you guys still there? Like,
Breathing.
is everything all right? But they handle their shit. So
That's awesome.
Heather is coming out of the bathing area more and more now that we've got the beautiful Tatiana back there. So Heather's trying to gain more skills.
Okay.
Sylvia is a prepper. So Sylvia over there. Sylvia handles pads, sanitary. She can do simple shave downs like that.
Okay.
We're starting her on scissor work, but we're still working on some little polish things with the body.
Right.
So I try to be real, I'm real slow about the training. I go a little bit differently than most other people because I don't let them pass on until they get one thing down.
I think that's why.
So if I'm still getting hair off the body, I don't think there's any point in teaching you anything else. When you could bring me a dog that doesn't, I know, baby, you could bring me a dog with no hair on the body, that'll teach you something else.
Right.
But I gotta make sure, I gotta get through this, and it's very tight right here. I'm gonna try my hardest, okay? Okay? And he's just the nicest girl, and I'm just trying to help, okay? I don't like these little 5-in-1 clippers personally. Everybody else loves them. I fucking hate them. Mine always cut the dogs. I don't know why. It's just like thin skin down here. All fucking pulled tight. Sorry. So yeah, everybody here works about 30 to 35 hours.
Okay.
They do set their own schedules within our business hours, obviously.
Okay.
So we're available 8 to 3.
I was about to say the hours are great.
Yeah,
That's
so
not bad.
it's like 35 hours.
Sometimes with mobile, I just stuck like till 7:38. Oh no.
God damn it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, it's not that bad. I'm sorry, hang on. I'm gonna get this off, okay? I'm sorry. I know, I came in at the wrong angle. I'm sorry. Come on. I'm determined now. I'm gonna help you out of this. Now I'm determined, and now I'm on a mission to help you. Okay? I just need you to ride with me for a little bit longer, okay? I know, I'm over here literally sweating. So we're increasing our volume because these girls are too fast now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so we used to only take 4 dogs an hour, but they be too fast. So, like I came in today at 9:30 and there's nothing to do but this cat. So,
wow.
yeah, so we're now gonna take 4 at 8, 2 at 8:30, 4 at 9, 2 at 9:30, and then we're gonna take the standard 4 for the rest of the day and see how that goes.
Okay.
We've got a lot of like little rules here. I don't like that word, but but it's not like in a rule in that game. It's like a rule, right? Like the 2x4 rule,
Right.
right? So it's not like a rule, but it's like a rule.
Yeah.
So it's how we like gauge the productivity, because a lot of times what happens is I get hyper vigilant in this, and then they need me to conduct for them because I'm the conductor, and I don't know what the fuck's going on because I've been over here for an hour. And then I'm like, I don't know, figure it out for yourself. That didn't work. Go figure. So we started strategizing on how we can help each other. So you'll notice the white cards over there. Every dog has a white card. That's the information card. So they go in the order that the dogs get here.
Okay.
And so the next card is the next batch. So that's how we did that.
Okay.
So they go grab a card, they grab the dog. The card stays with the dog. So we can clip it on our tables.
Okay.
The card up there is for the cat. That's where the cat ones go. That's how I know there's a cat here.
Okay.
If there's a dog in the back without a card, it's because he's a fucker. So he probably still needs to be done. We don't put the cards back there because he's going to throw people off. We do everything the same because it has to be the same.
You have to.
It has to be the same.
You have to.
And I know that bothers people because we want to do it our own
No,
way.
I'm all about
but
structure, so it actually is very
it
satisfying.
has to be the same. The card stays in the same order.
Okay.
So if it's a dog aggressive dog or something, we don't put the card back there until the dog's washed. Because that's how everybody knows the dogs are washed. The 2x4 rule. This is something new that we figured out because I couldn't explain to them if the dog looks sick, it needs to be dried, dry it. And I understand that's a breach. So what we did was I figured it out. I sat here one day, poor Heather. I was frustrated with Heather, but I really like Heather. So when I'm frustrated with people that I really like, it encourages me to find ways to not be frustrated with them. It's a good thing. Because I really like Heather, and I was like, why are you being such a bitch today? And I was like, because we're not flowing, and I don't understand why we're not flowing, and it's annoying the shit out of me. So I was like, hear me out. If there's only 2 dogs wet back there, that means that the bathing area is slow. You need to wash the dog. If there's 4 dogs wet back there, that means that the prepping area is slow. You need to dry it dog. Okay. So it's the 2x4 rule. And it actually makes a lot of sense, and I think it's really working well.
Absolutely.
Because what was happening was we'd get just heavy mixes.
Questioning too. They're like,
be like,
maybe
yeah,
or
and
they want to do the ones that
they
rather
don't know how to
do.
prioritize and things like that.
Yeah, well, it's amazing how people don't understand.
No, they really don't. And so I'm learning these things. And me, like, I've done this my whole life. It's the only thing I've ever been good at. It's not true, but I've done it my whole life.
Yeah.
Since 2004.
Yeah.
So things that are not hard to me, I don't understand how they're hard to them because it's just second nature now. It'd be like me trying to explain how I drive a car. I don't know.
I know, you just do it.
So that was something that was a good challenge for me, was having good, lovely employees. Because then I was like, oh, you're not just done. Shit. Cool. Thank you for helping me understand that. And thank you for helping me appreciate my skill set. Really. Like, I never realized. I was always exploited by people that realized that if they made me feel small, that I would work really hard. So I always thought I was a bad dog groomer. I never really thought I was, I groomed 20 dogs a day since I was like 15.
That's horrible.
And so it's just life. And so when I came out, I didn't realize what a skill I had. I didn't realize how unique that was.
Yeah.
So it was very much like, why can't we just do it? I don't understand. Like, it's just, isn't this what we just do? I don't get it. Like, this is just what I've always had to do, and this is always what's happened to me.
Why do I have to teach you this?
So we have really good people here that are great communicators. Right. And I like that because I do like feedback. Now, one thing that they don't always like, but I don't care, is I don't have to take your feedback.
Right.
Just because I asked for it doesn't mean I need to take it. Like, just because I give you an opinion doesn't mean I need to do anything with it. Fuck off. Like, it's still my business. But I'm still open to hearing things.
Absolutely.
And sometimes I will be really, I'm really direct about it, and I feel bad about them. Because I'll just be like, absolutely not. And they're like, okay, here's why. I don't even beat around the bush. No. And you know what I'd like if somebody would say that to me? No, Megan. Because everybody beats around the bush, and that irritates me. My boyfriend's the worst about it. My mom always says you should really be grateful because he won't say no, but like fucking just say no
It's
so
like
we can get off.
aggressiveness
Yeah.
thing where I'm like, can you just fucking tell me how you feel?
Yeah, just say
Just
no.
say it.
And we
It's
can be
not
done.
how I'm feeling.
And
I'll
we can
take
move
it.
through it. So that's one thing about me. You'll never need to know where you stand.
I like that. about
Ever.
you.
I'm the least fake person you'll ever meet to a fault. I never think before I speak. I say exactly what comes to my mind. If it sounds like I'm thinking, I'm lying to you. It does. If it sounds like I'm worried about what I'm
You're
saying,
thinking way too much.
or I'm trying not to hurt your feelings.
Right,
Which typically hurts their feelings more because then I'm sitting here like,
right, like, oh man, she's really trying not to.
and really I just want to be like, it looks like shit.
Yeah.
Can we agree that it looks like shit?
Right.
And that's how I feel. And you agree with me that this looks like shit.
Right.
If we can agree on that,
Yeah.
then we can build from that.
Exactly.
But if I have to tell you, that looks fucked up, now you're gonna think I'm being mean.
Right.
But really, I'm not. But that's just how I talk. That looks
Yeah.
fucked. This looks fucked up. Like, what you want me to say?
Poor
Like,
baby.
and to me, though, here's the thing that I think a lot of people, they don't register it the same way as I do. You know, I don't have a problem looking at this and being like, yeah, it's done.
Right, exactly. Yes, admitting that your work could be better.
It
Some
does
people
look fucked
struggle
up.
to.
It does. Like,
I
it
don't have a
does.
problem with that either. Please tell me if it looks fucked up.
and-
I'd much rather you
So
than
sometimes I have a hard time like not hurting their feelings because I just say like, that looks like shit. And I don't mean it in a bad way.
Right,
I just
sure.
like, that's how it comes out. And it's funny. Like yesterday I was explaining about behaviors and I was like, that is a piece of shit motherfucker. And now you scare dog. And I understand the way you're looking at me, that you think that I'm being mean right now, but I don't know how else to explain it other than you think I'm There's nothing wrong with that. But like, I don't know, to me that makes perfect sense. To me, but that, I guess that's how it's too. So I don't know, like, so there are things that,
Are you eating hair?
yeah, he's my baby dog. There are things that I'm always trying to get better. That it's actually exhausting.
Me too,
You'll
I
ask them. They're really good at putting up with my shit, but it's pretty bad. I have severe ADD. I am chronically ambitious, fiercely motivated, and extremely driven, and it's exhausting even for me. So I admire them for putting up with it
Good thing you
because
both
I'm
work
always.
out.
I have to. I have to. I appreciate them, and I think they enjoy it. I think they enjoy it because they're much more all reserved than I am.
Right.
So they like think before they do things.
Balance you out.
They do, and then I just be crazy, and they get to live through me. Like I just bought a horse last week.
Did you really? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's awesome.
I decided on Monday I was gonna get one, and by Thursday I
So
owned
wait, do
one.
you groom horses too? Because somebody asked me that the other day, and I'm like, I think
We
that
could.
would be. I
It's
know.
so
I was like, I
easy.
could
So
figure
hard.
out. I'm like,
It's the same as a
I don't see it
dog.
being an issue. Exactly.
It's
That's
the same
what
as a
I
dog.
said.
They
I'm
just
like, and I
shave
could
them.
charge more.
They just shave it. Yeah, I could do that. You get special clippers for it, but and they're over here like they're so supportive. They're like, wow, put them
So where do you
in.
live? Do you live around here?
I
Do you
live
have
on
property?
75th and Glendale.
Okay.
She could come back. She's doing a lot better. I got a lot of it off. She could come back. Tell her not to mind the dogs. So yeah, I live around here.
Yeah, I'm right at $83. I'm not far.
Oh, that's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on because, like I said, I was hyper fixated over here. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna stop talking to you. And I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna have you put your stuff down, and I'm gonna have you go grab Tatiana. Hi there, the leggy broad over there.
Okay. Got it. Do you want me to tell her?
Yeah, just come on over. Just watch what she's doing. Ask her what product she's using. You can ask Heather too. Tatiana's pretty new. You can ask Heather too. Just kind of observe. And when we get a dog, or you could probably watch Kiki. And when you wash the dogs, we check the lather. So when you get the dogs all soupy and lathered, we check it.
Okay.
So when they're soupy and lathered, you scream check and you say it loud because we're gonna ignore you. We want to start gossiping about it.
Is she gonna be like
So.
really cold to have all this hair on?
Well, it's 120 degrees, so I'd say no. But holler out check really loud. We're going to check your lathers and your final ribs.
Okay.
And Kiki's the cow dog. She's a lovely creature. She is in heat right now, so if you don't want to deal with that, you could take Nigel Fudel, the gorilla baby.
I don't.
That's the mama baby. So a lot of what you see in the balding is actually not from being shaved. What happens with the cats, and this is called like mottling, like MOTT,
Yes.
is the matting gets so tight that it just pulls out. So this skin that you're seeing is actually not from being shaved.
Okay.
That's actually from the density of the matting. And this hair part, that's the length I shaved.
Okay.
So the reason why it looks kind of chung 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 is because that's how it's kind of pulled down under the mats.
Okay.
And if you look, she's just the nicest cat. I appreciate bringing her here. I was just really concerned because she seemed really overwhelmed at
Well,
first.
she's really fragile.
Yes,
and
she
I
is.
was kind of worried.
Yeah,
about doing
and that's
this.
why I wanted you to
Yeah.
be here because
Yeah.
I could tell she was really fragile.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
she is a very old cat,
Yeah.
and they're very bony. And when I can feel the bones through
Yeah.
the tangles,
And
I
she's
know that it's an
always been
unsafe
tiny
situation.
Anyway, yeah.
It's an old cat thing. It's not a you thing. It's an old cat thing. This is just old cat.
But she's always been a little itty bitty.
A lot of groomers won't take cats after 8 because of the skin and the bones and all that other stuff. So she's actually a lot more alert now.
Okay.
She did get up and move around. I did video it because I was just really concerned about her, and I just wanted to be able to tell you if anything happened that like I didn't terrorize her.
I know.
But I wanted to help her.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't stop, because I didn't want to just look at it and be like, this is hard, get out of my face.
Right.
I really wanted to help your cat
I understand.
because
Yeah.
she settled. She did get up. She was kind of looking around. Once I got this back plate off, you can see she likes her little itchy scratchies, and she's definitely calmed down. I did stop several times. That's why I'm still working on her, because I stopped several times just to talk to her, just to pet her, just to kind of get back with her. It was the kind of labored breathing that made me concerned. That's what made me concerned. And that's why I said, Michelle, you need to give her a call and have her come over here.
Okay.
Because the thing is, with cats, it doesn't always have to be a huge thing. You can overwhelm them. She's an old cat. So I would like to still keep trying to get some of this off.
Okay.
She seems much better. I also don't know your cat. So I'm looking at your cat from a completely fresh perspective. I don't know her demeanor, her personality, how she handles stress. So for me, I'm always going to err on the side of caution. Your cat might just be a quiet cat, and you're like, oh, she's chill, right?
She always
so,
has been.
I don't
more
know
now.
that.
Yeah.
So for me, looking at her, I'm like, this cat is too calm. I'm terrified. She's old. She's matted. We're in dangerous territory.
Right.
But I don't want to send you out without at least offering her some relief.
Yeah.
And that was my goal. That's why I just kept chugging along. And she, like I said, she's gotten up a couple times, looked around, kind of repostured herself. She hasn't become aggressive at all. She hasn't tensed at all. It doesn't seem like the shaving is bothering her, just as much as a general overwhelm. This whole experience is a lot, which is not uncommon for cats. I groom cats every day. Typically, it's messed up, but typically the overwhelming situation is what gets you to subdue them enough that they're like, where am I going to go? I have to stay with Megan. Because anywhere else is dog.
Well, and you know, Coco.
I wouldn't necessarily worry about her being cold. If you're concerned, you could go get a baby
You're
onesie,
so funny about
a preemie onesie.
Honestly, that's why I waited until the summer.
Yeah,
to do this.
I would. Yeah, because we have to do it sometimes in December and they are cold. But now it's hot as shit anyway, so everyone's hot. She'll lay in the window and she'll bake.
Yeah.
She'll bake. And
Well,
you could
I've
get
got
a...
lots of hot, I got a heating pad. I've got
Oh yeah,
beds.
she'll love that. She'll love that. I'm not going to wash her. Because I think that's going to be too much.
Okay.
You're welcome to put, let me move my banana. You're welcome to put your bag down.
Okay.
And you can have my chair, and I'll go get Michelle's, and you can just talk to her, and we're just going to keep chipping away for a minute. And she's really been okay. This is just how she's been the whole time. But I was just concerned. So she didn't do anything like for you to be alarmed of. This is just her general demeanor, but it just scares me.
Well,
so I appreciate you coming down to help me.
She was a little freaked out just in the car because she never has to go.
That's a lot. It's a lot. So thank you. I just didn't want to. I didn't want you to like think like my cat's gonna die right now. This is pretty much
you
it.
know what, honestly, if she does, that's okay.
We're in this together.
Yes,
We can hold
that's
each other.
okay.
And at least we know that she went out with us trying to help.
Yes.
And that we were kind. And there's no abrasions to the skin. I've really taken my time.
Yeah.
So there's no tears or anything on the skin. And I think that's why she's let me do it. Because I've just been really kind about it and really patient. Oh, hey. Oh, I think she knows you. So let me go grab the other chair. Hi, baby. It's okay, honey. A little bit more on the inside of the legs. If you come out from this side, you can just see on the inside of the knee. You see that? Just a little bit. That was the one on the shakedown yesterday too. So for you, I would say really start to see that skin out. Listen to the side and you'll see all the hair stuff were, and then you can get into the reverse side leg. No. No. You can hit both sides pretty evenly, and then you can give her a break. Okay. Thank you for asking.
Let me just go get my.
Yeah.
I have to go get my work thing out of
Yeah.
my car. Do you want me to stay here the whole time?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much farther anyway.
Okay.
Cause she's, well, for one, I've got most of the bad stuff off, and for two, she's just about, I think, as far as we're gonna safely get her.
Okay.
So yeah, I think probably just about 5-10 more minutes. and we'll probably have to let her go. And we might have her come in. You can go out there and grab it real quick. And we might have her come in for another session maybe next week. See if we can get some more stuff off of her. I just want to make sure that she's safe and all right and not dehydrated and stressed out.
No.
But you see, I got a lot of this stuff off of her. I was mostly worried about the big one down that top line. She's like, thank you for getting me help. I really appreciate you, Mother.
Yeah, you see all the doggies. We only have one doggie, and she chases you around the house.
If you could believe it, all these curly-headed dogs are mine.
I believe it.
Yeah. I didn't do it on purpose, but, you know. So that's the only reason they're allowed out.
Yeah.
I know they're not going to hurt her. We have 3 cats. They are a little nosier than I'd like, but they're very kind. They wouldn't hurt her. Even if something happened, they'd flash right out of the way. They're just nosy.
Well,
Hey,
and
what's
she's
going
used
on?
to my dog, kind of. Because I have a boxer, so I don't really need to groom
Oh,
her. I
yeah.
just give her a bath and brush her. So this whole grooming thing, especially for a cat, kind of
It's very weird, and as they get older...
And her matting, she never used to mat like this.
No, it's because as they get older, the skin changes, you know, the pH, just like us. And they get arthritic. They can't bend around to clean as much anymore. So it's not uncommon. It's actually kind of sad. It's like a sad, pretty normal thing for the cats. And you feel bad for them because it's like, wow, this was a cat to wait till it was like 18 to get a haircut. But a lot of people, I hear that a lot. They're like, no, this cat never needed this before. This is not a lifetime thing. I didn't know what happened. One day I just looked at my cat and it was just all fucked up. And you're like, oh, okay. When I was younger, I think I was kind of a little bit more like, yeah, okay. But I've heard it so many times.
Shaved her, not this much, but when I was with my ex, we would do it.
Yeah, you got to get under. That's the thing. And see, here's why it's scary. Because there's that little fold of skin that you'll tear right through. So that's why I really had to just really stay here and just like this. And this has been her demeanor. So she's not been bad. She seems like she's getting relief, which is nice. But yeah, I've just quite literally been sitting here. Probably about 20 minutes before Michelle called you. Thankfully, the other gals really have the schedule handled today. So I was able to just kind of
I wasn't that far
get
away.
in here and help her out. And she's like, Mom, thank you for coming. I think she feels better with you here. I think she was just
Well,
real
I wasn't
scared.
her original mom. My ex's daughter was.
Oh, really?
And when they all moved out, I wanted to keep the dog anyway. But they didn't want to take their cats with them. So now I'm her mom. Well, I kind of always was because she was little. His daughter was little when we got her. Her tail is pretty bad too. I don't know. I look at her and I'm like, oh my God, I am so embarrassed even her.
It's all
I'm like,
right.
what are they gonna think? They got a terrible cat owner.
Now you got an old frail cat and you didn't know how to help her.
Exactly.
So you called up. And that's what we're here for.
One of my work friends, I actually was just with her at a group home together. She
God
told
bless
me about
you.
you guys.
That's
And and I'm a hospice nurse, so when I heard she had labor breathing, I was like, oh no, she's gonna die.
God bless you.
Oh, God bless you. Look at what you're doing.
No, really, because I have my RN and yeah, and you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
No, like God bless you. You're a remarkable person. That's a hard job. It's a necessary job, but it's a hard job.
This one.
And there's a lot of fatigue in that. I really admire you.
Yeah, there was a lot of, well, not really so much with us, but in the hospital, with because of the COVID situation.
So do you do more like home care stuff then?
Yeah, it's like home.
You
It's
like that
basically
more?
Oh yeah, so much
A
better.
little more
than-
personal?
Oh yeah, so much better than hospital. It's like home health mixed with hospice, you know.
When I was a nurse, they wanted me to be a hospice nurse because I was really good at that. And I'm like, just because I'm good at it does not mean I can do it every day of my fucking life. And I really admire you. I'm not even being funny. That and hospice nurses and kids cancer nurses.
Oh yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? And you guys really just get up every day just to support people. Like, Jesus Christ. God bless you. I like having the knowledge of my nursing degree in this job because, you know, you can see things like that and communicate with people and think critically.
Yeah.
So that's been really helpful. So this is what I was working on right when you got here. And so I'm trying to get, but see how thin her little skin is?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying really hard because I think if we could just get through this little spot and maybe a little bit more on the other side, she'll be pretty good. And it's really tender in here, so I'm not trying to rush it all. And I appreciate it because I didn't want to scruff this animal at all.
Okay, baby.
And it's not you. I worked at vet clinics for 10 years. This happens all the time, and it's not very fun. Typically, people say, I went on vacation for 3 weeks and I came back to this.
No, this is, I mean,
Makes me laugh. I'm like, wow. Or they'll say, my sister was watching it, and this is how she gave it back. And sometimes I'll be a dick and say, well, your sister's a real bitch, isn't she? And they'll look at me and I'm like, I can't imagine my sister gave me my cat back. Just say my cat looks fucked up. It's alright. We're not judging you. You don't think my dogs don't ever look fucked up? The one poodle I have over there, I only halfway did his hair. Because I was busy one day. So, like, if you look at him, only half of his hair is cut. So what? We're people. We're animals, you know? We do the best we can. Sometimes it doesn't feel like enough, but it's obvious that she's a well-loved animal because she wouldn't let you do this if she wasn't.
No.
You know what I mean?
she's been, I was going to bring some goat milk because she loves goat milk. And I thought, well, I don't know what they would think about bringing goat milk in because, you know, but
Oh, you'd be surprised. People bring all sorts of weird shit. Some people leave their clothes.
yeah.
Can you put this in the kennel so he has my scent? What? I try not to laugh though because,
Yeah.
you know, it's easy to laugh at people, but I tell you what, I have some dogs now, and they make me crazy. And they're just the prettiest. Oh, she's not. She's just coming over to say thank you. That's all.
I know she's going to feel better.
Oh, she is. I promise. Sorry. Just a little delicate thing.
I know. She
This
always...
is an actual surgical blade we're using right now, so that way we can remove the hair. There we go. And see if we can pull some of these down. And the cat mats seem to spread like wildfire.
Yeah, they do.
They start like 1 or 2, and then within a couple days, from what people say, the whole cat will be messed up. And if you don't really know what to do about it, then it's going to take you a while to figure out what to do about it. And it just gets worse and worse. Okay. Right.
No, stay here, baby. Gosh, it's so bad. Hi, puppy. You
That's
guys
Cooper.
are so cute. What's his name?
Cooper.
Oh, I know a golden retriever named Cooper.
He's a terrible dog.
Look, are you here for moral support too?
Yeah, it's one of mine. That's how I know. He's a bad dog. I got him because a client brought him in as like a tiny little puppy and she was trying to sell him. And my dog had just had puppies. Not my idea. But I thought I'd get rid of them all really quickly because they're poodles. He doesn't want a poodle. And then for 4 months I could not even give them away. I'm like, oh shit. My bad. I only got him because I thought the other ones would be gone. So he thinks he's a big poodle. And he's naughty as shit. And he poops in my house, and I hate him for it. Because if there's one thing I don't like, it's poop in my house.
Yeah.
That's why I like the poodles. They kind of like potty train themselves. The little nugget's potty trained already. And then Cooper, who's like 4 months older, still shits on the floor every day. And he's like that naughty kid that tries to blame it on the puppy, but it's like, yeah, we know that's not him. Ooh, this is like extreme grooming, I tell you what.
I'm like mortified.
This don't be mortified. It's more just scary because of her skin. That becomes the complication. It's not necessarily even the matting. It's the skin. That's where you're like, no shit. This is not enjoyable. And I don't want to grind her up. That's where I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah.
And I could really hurt her. So I'm going to have you hold her up. And I want to get this off because it's really pulling this belly part.
Okay, baby, I got ya. Okay.
I really appreciate your help. I know she does. I'll tell you that much.
Close by. That's fine.
I know.
I wanted to go to that one group home today.
I just was kind of chipping away at it. I was like, I'm just going to keep going until the cat either has had enough or until mom comes and says leave her alone. Because like I said, I just wanted to be able to offer her some relief. And I think you can tell that she seems like she does have some relief. Hi, we got it. We got it.
Okay, baby.
She does have a couple little abrasions on the skin, but they're pretty minimal and I wouldn't really worry about them.
Well, she's been laying on her belly a lot. I think it's because of those, the mats on her back.
So here is the next scary part. So I'm gonna ask you, do you want to delve into this or do you want to come back another day and do that? We got a lot of the funky stuff off. That belly should come off. I could shave the tail right now, but that belly is going to be a little bit of an endeavor for us.
Okay.
So I'm happy to have her come back another day.
Okay.
I don't mind shaving the tail real quick.
Okay.
You can tell she feels better.
Hi.
She's up and moving. So this is what she did a couple times when I was working on her, and that's why I was like, okay, keep going. She just was overwhelmed and scared. Don't go anywhere now. Come here. Come on, go show your mom.
All her hair is like all over.
We can blow you off real nice with that big dryer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they'll blast you real good. I'm gonna get her tail real good. As long as she's healthy, I'm fine. I didn't know her demeanor. So even if you have something you gotta go do for work, I could keep chipping away at this. Now that I know she's like, okay, and this is not abnormal for her. I don't really have much else to do today other than this.
Okay.
So like I said, if you want me to, I'm happy to keep going. And if you got to take off, I think she'll be okay. I just didn't know.
So I'm just gonna go back to where I was, so I'm not gonna be far.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call you.
I don't know about the whole belly situation.
I'll see how far she lets me get.
Yeah.
I'll see what happens after the tail. I might put her back for 20 minutes and go talk to my girl who's having an interview right now.
Okay.
That's why I was talking to you when you came in. That's why I was like, oh, okay, fuck off now.
This gal.
So, yeah, so I'll shave this tail and then I'll put her back for a couple minutes. And then I'll see how she does. I'll get her I'll get in that belly. I'll have Michelle help me.
Okay.
And we'll see how far we can get. I appreciate you coming in and checking on her.
Oh, yeah.
And just letting me know that she's going to be
obviously
okay.
I'm going to come back and pick her up.
Yeah, right?
Go back. I actually just have one more patient to see over there.
Okay.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I know. You don't like that part.
Yeah, this one's kind of more comfortable. Well, and she's probably irritated because I took a lot more time on the other parts, but the tails aren't quite as scary. Oops, sorry, Kiki, there's a dog there. The tails aren't quite as scary to do as the bellies and stuff. So you just kind of get in there.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. Just don't bite me. Yeah, don't bite me.
I'd like to get her toenails trimmed too.
Oh, yeah. It's
I'd
okay,
really
baby.
like to get those out.
It's okay. Here, don't knock over her old drink. Oh, there's a phone
okay.
there. Oh, look, we're on camera.
Yeah, the worst of that tail came right down too.
Okay, honey. It's okay. You're gonna
Sometimes
feel so
they
much
do this once you
better.
get the bulk of it off.
Yeah.
You know, like she knows she has more movement now, so she don't have to put up with our shit.
Yeah.
Some of them are like that. It's funny, like you'll get through it for a while, and then they're like perfectly good, and then really like sometimes, because we always shave them like this when they come in like this, and then we'll wash them, and sometimes they'll be perfect before the bath, and then after the bath they're like inconsolable, and you're like, what the hell happened? And it's like they know they need help at this point, and once they got what they needed, they're like, okay, fuck off. Which is fine, but I'm glad to see her up and moving around, and I'm glad to see her
It's okay, baby.
reacting and making noise. There we go.
Are you gonna have a little pom pom
Yeah,
at the
we'll
end
wear
of
a
her
little
little butt tail?
so she don't look like that's a long ass tail.
Oh,
That's
it
why
used
you
to be
could
like
tell
a,
she's a small cat.
it used to be like a feather duster.
Because she'd have a lot more tail if she was a bigger boned cat.
Well, you know, and I noticed she's just been walking around just like she's got all this hair on her, you know?
Yeah,
And
the
it's-
oil
and the-
packs it all in there
Yeah.
and that's it. Because if you look, there's just a lot of hair that has to just come out.
Yeah, and
So
I
it's
try
not-
to, I've been brushing her.
It's
and-
just the oil that taps it all in there, and because she can't keep up with it herself,
Yeah.
it all packed down in there and created these little plates.
Yeah.
So now that I got that tail, I'm gonna put her back in her carrier for a little bit.
Okay,
Let her
so,
kind of have a chill pill, and probably in about 15 minutes, I'm gonna start that belly again.
okay. Just
and then
let
I'll
me,
call you if anything
let
happens.
me know.
Yeah, I'll call you if I need any help or
Okay.
let you know what happens.
Okay, baby.
There you go. They're usually quite happy to get back in there. It's like, the people are always like, sorry I'm late with my cat. You can always expect cats to be late. Because they're
Well,
like, I couldn't get him back in the
And
carrier.
anytime I have a box that from Amazon or Chewy or whatever, she just runs right in.
I tease them and I say, oh, she'll get in there now. Don't worry. There you go. We'll just put her back. Okay. I'm going to leave her right here. Cause I don't have any other dogs to do. Okay. So she can just simmer
Thank
for
you.
a
You've
minute.
been so awesome.
Thank you. No, I appreciate your patience.